Wow, the day has finally arrived. It is day one of my birthday pilgrimage on the Kumano Kodo. I have dreamed of doing this trail for years. When I first thought we were going to be living in Japan a few years back, and to now be here is pretty surreal. It's really special to have you all here with me. As I mentioned, this is a birthday pilgrimage. I just had a birthday that is getting me closer and closer to a certain age. I thought it would be appropriate to have some special birthday meditations as I go on this journey over the next 4 days. The first thing I want to really meditate on in the mornings is just gratitude for everything in the past year of my life that has brought me to today. There is a lot to be thankful for. I want to definitely remember that as I move forward into the next year of my life. I also want to just think about how great God is and just be thankful for this creation that I get to be in so often. I am so blessed. So I just really want to focus on who God is and this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful creation that I'm going to be walking through. The second thing that I want to meditate on during this pilgrimage is who I want to be and how I want to grow in this next year of my life. I think it's really easy to be complacent. It's also really easy to be lazy for me personally. It's really easy to just go day to day, just kind of barely getting the to-do list done, pushing things off into the next week, things like that. But I really want to be intentional with this year. I'm saying this now, trying to be accountable, because like I said, I got that lazy girl syndrome. But I think that's really important to focus on. The Kumano Kodo isn't necessarily known for having vistas and views, and it is a trail that goes through the woods, in the trees, for hours and hours, kilometers and miles. So I think it's a perfect opportunity to really look inward and look forward to the year ahead. The third thing that I'm going to allow myself to meditate on and think on, that's actually something that I don't let myself do. It was just my birthday, and in the coming days, it will be my dad and my grandma's birthday. They shared a birthday. We lost my dad a few years ago, and then we lost my grandma shortly after that. And I don't really let myself remember too long, too often. It's hard to think about. It's hard to watch videos. It's hard to look at pictures. So during this Kumano Kodo pilgrimage, I want to do the hard thing. I want to remember. I want to think about them both and honor them in this way. The Kumano Kodo is known for deities and spirits and things like that. And no matter what you believe, I think it's a good reminder to remember those that have passed on, to honor their memory by walking. And I'm sorry, I'm sure I sound absolutely ridiculous as I'm like crying in front of strangers right now. But I just want to be authentic and real with you all about what this pilgrimage means to me. It looks like most everyone who came on my bus has already gone ahead. I think it's time to join them on this Kumano Kodo pilgrimage. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Let's go on a pilgrimage. There was a little bit of steep in the beginning, but I've been able to stretch out and I'm just enjoying letting my legs fly here on the Kumano Kodo. Wow. And for being middle to end of November, it is a lot warmer out here than I expected. It'll be cold tonight though. Okay, let's go. Update. It is steep, steep, steep again, but beautiful. We made it to Takahara and the views here are absolutely incredible. We are pretty blessed with beautiful weather today and hopefully for the next few days. Otherwise, I don't think we would have seen this complete of a view here. I'll count that as one of my birthday gifts. They are working on those rice paddy fields down there. This forest is so stunning. The cedar trees that are hundreds, over 1,000 years old here. They're so beautiful. And the smell of pine. I'm so sweaty. A lot of the Kumano Kodo Nakahechi is on private land, so always a good reminder to be respectful. Oh, looks like there's a little resting place here with some water after Takahara. Oh, so nice. Climbing again. There's a lot of up and down, but in about a mile we're gonna start a steep descent, and that might be sort of it for today. These woods are so beautiful, soothing, comforting. I'm thinking about how my grandma, my abuelita, she taught me how to dance in her kitchen while she would cook food for us on Sundays. She would play her music, ranchera, cumbia. But yeah, my grandma taught me to dance, and I'm thinking about that. I'm letting myself remember every detail that I can. That's a beautiful memory for these woods. And on we walk. We are making our way down now. I can hear cars on the road, so I know we're getting close to civilization again. But overall, it's still incredibly quiet here in the woods. Thanks for being here. We finally found some mud. It's not hiking in Japan without a little bit of mud on your shoes, right? Yeah. We made it to Chikatsuyu, our destination for tonight. I am headed to A-Coop or A-Coop, the local grocery store where I'm gonna pick up a few snacks and supplemental things for dinner tonight, lunch, and maybe a little snack for tomorrow as well. I do still have some things I got at Family Mart this morning for tomorrow. Wow, what a day. That was absolutely such a great hike. A little bit of challenge and then a lot of cruisy moments where I could just stretch out and have some fun. So thank you, Kumano Kodo, for the fun, for the challenge, and for allowing me to meditate on all those things that I talked about earlier. It was a great day. Okay, so on to the grocery store, and then I will get back on the Kumano Kodo for just a little while to head over to the campground. The Chikatsuyu colors here are maybe a little bit past peak, but a little past mid-November-ish, and the leaves are still really beautiful here in town by the river. Life is good. Life is good. We made it to the Iris Park Campground. This is officially on the Kumano Kodo Pilgrims website as far as a location where you can camp, since wild camping, dispersed camping is not allowed. The cost to stay here for one night was 2,300 yen for my one person, one tent. It is a little bit away from the Kumano Kodo or the main road areas, but not too bad. There's maybe a little bit up, a little bit down to get here. May look abandoned or closed, but I promise it is absolutely open. Just walk a little bit further, follow kind of those red arrows. The main campground office has cup of noodles, beer, ice cream, and they do provide hot water for the cup of noodles. He told me today the campground office was open till 8, which I think is pretty great. The campground host or owner, he was super friendly, seemed like he spoke English really well. He understood everything I was saying, and even when I tried to say some Japanese words, he responded to me in English. So that was really kind of him. He showed me there are vending machines, there's campground water, there's campground Wi-Fi, which is incredible. There are outlets by the campsites that he said you can plug your devices into to charge whatever you need. And of course, there is an onsen and showers here. The onsen and showers are included with that 2,300 yen campground fee. Amazing. Pretty quickly here, I want to hop in that onsen and get clean. Even though it is cooler weather, I'm still very sweaty and smelly. Normally on backpacking trips, you don't have the luxury of an onsen or shower every night. But here in Japan, more often than not, you really do. So I'm gonna take advantage of that since I don't have to be smelly. As I walked into the campground, the fall colors were leading the way to the campground office. It feels very romantic and beautiful, relaxing here, tucked away like a very, very special place. I can hear the river rushing over the rocks down there. If you're considering whether to camp or stay in guest houses along the Kumano Kodo, I'm struggling. I highly recommend camping. It really feels like you are immersed in the experience. If you can help it, if the weather is okay enough, I would also recommend not doing the buses. I'm hoping to have a continuous footpath here on the Kumano Kodo. We'll see what happens, but that is the plan. I was walking some of the paved areas that people often skip, and the houses, the views were still really cool and really special. So I'm glad that I didn't skip any of that. Definitely worth it to just do the whole thing. It is really, really good to be here. I'm going to continue my 3 meditations tomorrow. I'll touch base again on those in the morning. And for the rest of the night, I'm going to enjoy being at the Iris Park Campground. Day 1 on the Kumano Kodo is still going, but technically coming to a close. I couldn't have imagined better weather, better people around me on trail. I'm so thankful for this experience, and I look forward to day 2 with y'all tomorrow. Thanks for coming along for my birthday pilgrimage. You know I appreciate y'all. It means so much to me. And yeah, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for taking a walk with me. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more adventures ahead.